Do. Okay, so I did not set up this live in advance, so this is off the fly. And if nobody shows up, nobody shows up, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyways. So if you are coming in or coming in late, please rewind. Hey, Andy. Um, but I'm going to go ahead and just get right into it. If you want to stay and listen, you can. If you don't, that's okay too. But anyhow, I'm going to start off with this video. This is Gannon's mother, his real mother, his little sister Lena, and his father Al. And this was on February the 4th of 2020 when Gannon was still missing. And this is kind of like a plea to the public, for help. So here we go.
How do I describe my G-Man, my Gannon? Gannon's my hero. I love him so much. He's not only my hero, he has multiple people that call him his hero as well. He has so many family members that just look up to him at such a small age. He's full of life. He's happy. He's energetic. He loves sports. He loves Sonic. He loves going outside, playing with his friends, his sister, his neighbor, especially Braden. This neighborhood basically gives you a true example of who my son is. Everybody coming together, all the smiles that people have. This is why I have hope, because I feel it. This is Gannon truly speaking to our community. Gannon he loves blue, he loves Sonic, he's into coding, he loves riding his bicycle with his sister, and I know that he's missing that right now. He holds his job as being Big Bubba very important, and for him not to be able to talk to his sisters has to be hurting him. This week has been awful. It's been more than a roller coaster ride. It's been more than emotional mess. I don't even have answers for my feelings other than I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I will never hear his voice, that I'll never hear him run and say, "Mommy," that I'll never hear those corny jokes that he always tell every single day. He has to tell me a joke. He looks forward to telling me something silly. And I'm afraid that I may never see that again or hear it. I don't want to believe that, because that means that I'm giving up hope, and I'm not giving up hope because my son is full of hope. So I'm urging anyone that has any leads, credible leads, if you're too afraid because you know something, a kid just doesn't disappear and no one sees him. It's not how this works. So if you have anything that's credible, if you're afraid, don't worry about it. Imagine my son, how afraid he is. Imagine how afraid Gannon is. So please call, please write. If you need to have someone else to do it for you, please do. Because my son deserves to be here. He deserves to be here. Please call the El Paso Sheriff's County and let them know. And I thank you guys, the community, for what you've done, because this is Gannon. This is who he is. And I thank you guys so much.
When Gannon was born, he weighed only 1 pound and 6 ounces, and even today, he's still our miracle child. He still is, and he's such a happy child, and he just brings life to every party. His smile, even today, is keeping us going. His infectious smile brings me joy every time I think about it. The past 8 days have been, as Landon said, a roller coaster of emotions. Sometimes we jump in for joy because we get an information that we might think is a break in the case, and then the next minute we get we see something or get information that just breaks our heart in a million pieces again. But through all this, just know that your thoughts and your prayers and your messages, keep them coming, because even if we don't respond, we are receiving them, and that has given us strength to get through this. And I do want to say I'm so proud of Lena, my little baby girl here, and of Landon, my children's mother. They've been so strong through this, stronger than I would have ever thought that I could have ever been, and I'm getting strength from them as well. as I said, please keep sending your thoughts and your prayers because we are receiving them. And if you have any information at all that could help, please reach out to the El Paso County Sheriff's Office with only credible information, but any information that you think may help. Thank you so much. Your turn.
So there's a little glimpse at Gannon's family. And that was on February the 4th of 2020. And hold on, I'm looking something up real quick. Which, ironically, hold on, maybe I'm wrong. Let me double check myself. Let me check myself really quickly. Because around the same time is when Letecia dumped Gannon's body. So let's see. Yep, February the 4th, Stauch allegedly dumps Gannon's body, which was hidden inside a suitcase, over a bridge near Pensacola, Florida. So the same day that his family was pleading for people to help, she was there in Florida dumping his body over a bridge. So I'm going to just pick up where we left off on the pretext calls, which are the recorded phone calls between Gannon's father, Al, and Letecia, his wife at the time, Gannon's stepmother, who murdered him. And we'll just go from there. Hold on. Let me pull this up. I hope this is where I left off. If it's not, sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, here we go. I'm just going to let it play.
Okay. All right. No, I didn't. All right. Yes or no questions. I didn't do this to you. I took your yes or no questions.
Once the polygraph test comes back and shows you that I'm telling the truth to the questions, that I had nothing to do with Gannon in any kind of way, being hurt, murdered, taken, whatever, are you going to be with your wife?
Nope.
Really? So why?
Yes or no questions, please.
I'm still gonna do it. I just want you to tell me why.
Because the key to standing by you is the truth and Gannon. So
I just told you if I passed the polygraph test and you know I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm trying to understand here. Why would you say no to being with your wife if it's proven on the test that I didn't have anything to do with it? I just want to know the truth on that. I'm still going to do it so it can clear my name. I just want to know the truth from you.
I'm waiting for the next yes or no questions.
Albert, come on, man. Just be real with me. This is not a time to play games.
I'm not, Tisha. You got to understand.
Okay.
There's two. Listen. There's a lot of repair.
Your heart to tell me the truth.
I am. I'm trying to. I'm going to bend here again. G's the most important thing, but there's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of damage. Okay, from this situation, and I'm not here to argue with you. Okay, but there's a lot of damage from all the lies that have been told that it's going to take some time to work through. Okay, I said I'll stand by the truth, and I'll stand by you with the truth. Gannon's the priority. All right, what's your next yes or no question?
Do you have any intentions of being back with your wife and family?
No. And it's the same answer, same response as I gave you last time. Gannon's the priority right now. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I respected you and answered you.
I gave you two.
No, hold on. I respected you. Give you 4 yes or no questions, and I left it at that. You're not respecting me in that way. So I'm going to go back to question 2. You said you were not the last person Gannon was with, so who was? Okay. I answered your questions.
You said we can't do any inquisition.
No, you got 2 or 3.
You said yes
All
or
right.
no.
Okay. Well, see, this is why I don't believe you. I'm going to be straight up with you. I want to do this polygraph thing. I'm willing to, but expecting respect in return. You're expecting to play by the rules, and you're not playing by the rules.
You turned on your wife?
Nope. I said there's
When you
damage.
find out she's telling the truth?
I said there's damage, and we got to repair it. That's all I said. I haven't said anything about anybody to anyone in the media, social media, nothing. And if you got something else, then it's false. So.
Okay, the next question. Have you filed for divorce?
Nope. And see, here you go again, not playing by the rules.
You said yes or no. That's what I said.
Yeah, but you got to put me through the Inquisition, but you're not answering my question. Who was the last person Gannon was with if it wasn't you? Because these are going to be the questions you're going to have to answer. I mean, I'm just going to be straight up with you, whether you answer them to me or
I'm
not.
not going to have to answer any questions.
Well,
Mr.
Hotshot Baez will. Okay. If you don't. So, I mean, we might as well do this peacefully between me and you and figure out where Gannon's at.
I've already agreed to this. If I'm agreeing to do this, and I am going to pass it, I will pass it. And I have no idea where Gannon's at. Why are you still being adamant that that's my point? I said over you controlling it because you'll still swear up and down.
No,
it's not legit.
But listen.
Do you see my point?
No, but this is pre-polygraph. Polygraph, I won't even be in the room. Probably not even in the building. I'll be somewhere else, so you're not under any pressure. Okay, that's how those things go. It's all you and the guy asking the questions.
Polygraph, you won't even be there either because they didn't interview me with myself.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I won't be there. Okay, I'll pick you up, take you, drop you off, pay for it, but then I'll bounce. Okay, but you need to answer me this. Right. As your husband and as the father of the missing child.
You just told me you had no intentions of being my husband.
But I still am I not? Okay, point is, who was the last person that had Gannon? You said you weren't, so who was? Hello?
I'm going to tell that to the person and let them rephrase that in a yes or no question. Because that's what I'm going to do. Because no matter what I say to you, you're going to yell and scream at me, hang up, act crazy. I mean, you legit told me all in one day I'm a murderer, killer. Told me Harley had involvement, then told me this, told me that, then told me you don't have any intentions. When you find out the truth that your wife is not involved to be with her.
Okay.
This is what you've all said to me in one day.
Okay, but did you murder Gannon?
But like that is what your mind is saying.
Hey, did you murder Gannon?
What?
Did you kill Gannon?
No.
Okay, then back to what we said. It had to be an accident. So you accidentally hurt him. It's either or. You said that already.
What did you ask? That's one of your questions, ain't it?
Right.
Isn't that one of your questions? So,
well, no, that's two questions.
So here's where I have the problem.
Okay.
I will pass it, and then you're going to come back to square one and still accuse me because you're going to say this damage and all this. You're going to accuse me of somehow still being involved. That's what you're going to do. Because right now you can't accept. You had the nerve to say to me, I am not going to be with my wife and family at all, regardless. If Gannon showed up on the doorstep today, you still are going to say that to me.
Yeah, fair enough. But you know what?
Because you're so fucking pissed.
No, I'm not pissed. I'm hurt. My son's missing. I'm hurt because my son's missing. And he's hurt, okay, because I saw his blood. And I know that if you thought I knew who took Harley and she was missing and hurt and raped and all these things that have been alleged, okay, if you thought I knew that, you'd want me to tell you too. Okay, you admitted you were not the last person that Gannon was with, so that means you know at least a description or at least a name or something, and you're not telling me. And you need to put yourself.
I gave the description.
Okay, but that description was Quincy Brown and 15 different stories, and you already told me.
Not originally.
You already told me.
No, it was not originally.
Yeah, it was Eduardo, the Mexican guy, right? Our Uncle Matt.
No.
Here we go again.
That's my point. Why don't you?
Okay, I think I did play this because this is the one where she comes up with the Quincy Jones, or sorry, whatever his fucking name is, Quincy Jones, Quincy Brown. I can't remember his name. So I think I did play this one. Let me check real quick. Here, we'll skip through a little bit because I want to play one of the other ones.
Because I got to put a $100 deposit down right now if you're going to be able to make that or not. I guess he manages the scheduling for both the offices, and he told me, because I said Colorado Springs, he said 1 o'clock was their only availability. What I'm telling you is now that you're changing it, I got to see what their availability is. And I'm asking you, if you're telling me no earlier than 1 o'clock is what you're saying.
Right. No earlier than 1 o'clock because I have to get someone to take me and I also want to have safety measures in place.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to call him back and see what he says. But the key that I want to know, because I'm about to be out $350 for this, and it's worth it for my son. But after this, after you answer all these yes or no, polygraph, whatever, you're going to tell me who that person was that took Gannon?
Then you're still going to tell me I'm lying.
No, I didn't say anything about the polygraph. That'll prove you're telling the truth, okay? One way or the other.
Oh, my God.
No, there's no, oh, my God. I'm just... Why is that a problem for you to tell me who? Are you protecting somebody?
Oh, God. Here we go again. Now I'm protecting somebody. I'm protecting Harley. Like, come on. Like, really? You would think for a second that Harley would hurt anybody? That didn't cross your mind.
All right. I'll call the Denver guy.
I need to say this.
Okay.
But I need to say this before
All
you
right,
go.
go ahead.
I've already apologized to you about being insensitive about situations and stories in life. You got to understand. I understand this is about an 11-year-old boy, like you said. But sometimes I want you to keep in the back of your mind that people, when they have their lives and everyone else's lives threatened, they get scared to say information. So that's what I want you to keep in your mind when you get these results that I've had. You got to remember, I've already got people I don't know trying to kill me. Imagine someone who knows.
Yeah, I know. Just like Gannon. Somebody he knows accidentally hurt him or killed him or something. I'll call this guy and I'll get you a Denver schedule.
Really? So why am I doing this if that's what you're saying to me?
Hey, listen, I just said Gannon. I'm worried about my son. Let me call this guy and I'll call you back or I'll text you the information, okay?
All right.
All right, bye.
All right, let me get the next one. Hold on. Please subscribe to this channel. It's the Ward case studies. All right, hold on. Let me get this other one because my Discord is being dumb. All right, so that was on, what was the date of that one that we just watched? The 17th. So I think this one is on the 19th. All right, so we're going to go to that one real quick. Let me get it. $19th. All right, here we go. And this is from Alex Erickson's channel, so please subscribe to that. I'll drop the link in here. Oh, I remember this one. This one is super hard to hear because I think he's in a Starbucks while they're talking. So we're going to see. Hold on.
You're not convincing. I asked you what our future looks like without Gannon, and you just went on some tangent about you didn't do anything.
I said that means we're supportive and we work together to keep every effort in finding Gannon. If it means we have to join organizations together to help other people find their children while we're searching for Gannon. If it means that everything we do, from building stuff or setting up monuments or things like that, for people to come and be like, hey, can you help? Like, we have help.
Okay,
Can you
all
do
right,
this?
all right.
That keeps us, that's our future, because that's a greater plan that God could have
Okay,
in
so,
store.
okay, fair enough. So our together starts now. It doesn't start when Gannon doesn't come home, okay? Our together starts now. So start with the bath salts. That was bullshit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't? So Gannon sent that to me about bath salts.
Okay, so
Because no, but I want you to understand why I asked you that, because we know the friend was bullshit because he didn't leave to go to a friend.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain just for a second what he's talking about when he's talking about bath salts. So Letecia did many things to, like, in my opinion, the only word I can come up with is to set Gannon up. She used that little boy in so many different ways. One of those ways is by using his cell phone. Like, okay, she made up this story, in my opinion, made it up, that Gannon had been asking her about bath salts. Okay, this is an 11-year-old little boy who is innocent, doesn't know about drugs. She's living quite the life in prison. Oh, I know. Toilet talks, toilet talks. Aunt Brenda. Tisha Lynn. Hi, Tisha Lynn, baby. Anyway, so she told Al while he was away that Gannon was asking about bath salts and tried to make it out like he was trying to experiment with fucking bath salts. I don't even remember what bath salts are when it comes to drugs, but I think it's like synthetic uppers. I don't know. Another bullshit lie by Tisha.
Friend's house. Okay, and the bath salts were directly involved with the friend because the friend asked him about the bath salts. So if there is no friend, then there is no bath salts.
there is, and here's why.
So there is a friend or there is bath salts.
See,
Okay, I'm
my
sorry.
God.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
The bath salts were involved in this lie. When I talked to Gannon, Gannon clearly said that they had talked to him about bath salts at school during his, doing that drug thing, right?
The one that happened weeks before he went missing?
Right.
Okay.
He said he already knew about bath salts during this time. He already knew. He knew what they could do, dangers, and things like that. However, someone did tell him that if they could bring bath salts, because it was part of this challenge, that he would get away with it. He didn't. Gannon didn't want to do anything with bath salts. In fact, I even showed Gannon how bath salts can be good. I said, when you did your bath bomb, if you would have put bath salts in there, it kind of helps you breathe a little. It helps you relax. Gannon didn't have any intentions to go eat or snort or whatever bath salts. Or at least not from my opinion, I don't think he did. I think he just sincerely wanted to play with whoever this was.
So why? So this was, when did they ask him about this?
Hey, Isaac. I see you.
Bath salts. When did the thing come up with the friend?
Hey,
Because
Sweet Sativa.
another thing about
Good to
Gannon
see
is
you.
he, like say the puberty class, as soon as he hears something, he comes home typically that night and talks about it. So he waited 2-3 days to talk about it?
No, he came in and talked about abuse.
Came in and what?
He came in immediately and talked about it.
I can't hear you.
He came in immediately and talked about Friday. Immediately
So
when he
you?
came in.
Okay, and you didn't mention it to me Friday?
But he said when he was talking that they're not good for you,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. There was he didn't say anything like, hey, I'm about to go get bath salts.
Right,
Them.
but you're a good mom. Why would a good mom not tell, her husband, the father of the child, that day, hey, Gannon asked about bath salts. We probably need to address this, because you usually do that. So you
I
wait.
forgot.
So you,
I didn't think about
so
it.
you waited till he was missing to text me about bath salts?
No, I sent you. What are you talking about? I sent you you sent me the message about bath salts. And I said to you, I said, yes, he came in last night. Go read your messages.
Okay.
I said,
Okay,
I
but
said,
All right, let me give you a brief rundown for anyone that's just coming in lumpy. Okay, so this is a recorded phone call between Albert Stauch and Letecia Stauch. Letecia Stauch is obviously at this time Albert's wife, and Al has 2 kids. Hey, Kelval, Lena and Gannon. Gannon was an 11-year-old little boy that Letecia brutally murdered in their home while Al was away. He's in the military, so he was away for some sort of training. And while he was gone, she murdered his son, called the police, told them that he reported him as a runaway, while she, in the meantime, before that, had she stabbed him 18 times. He had defensive wounds, so he fought back. After she did that, she hit him in the head with a blunt force object, shattering his skull like an eggshell. That is what the attorney said in the trial. So that's why I'm saying it like that. And after she did that, she got a gun and shot him in the jaw, hitting his vertebrae. And yeah. Then, after he had bled out all over the carpet and through his mattress, soaking all the way down to the concrete floor underneath the mattress pad, underneath the carpet, she took his body, moved it to the storage room of the house. This was all in the basement. Put him in a suitcase with all of his bedding, took the suitcase and loaded it up in the back of her car. Then left the suitcase in a location somewhere around there where no one could find it. Got a rental car. At some point went back and picked up the suitcase again. Then she fled pretty much. Rented a moving truck with the suitcase included in the back of the truck. Drove to Florida with her daughter Harley, who was 17 at the time. Harley did not know that Gannon, everybody thought Gannon was missing, that he had left and, ran away and blah, blah, blah. And she drove to Florida, dumped the suitcase with Gannon's body in it over a bridge, and then went to South Carolina, where they're both from originally. And these are calls between her and the father. The father trying desperate. He knows that she knows where he is. Like I just know it in his gut. He knows. He saw. There was so much blood in Gannon's room. There was no way he could have survived losing that much blood. So this is him playing her, trying to get, something out of her to find his son. And all she gives him is a pack of lies. She's a twisted individual. She uses that little boy to play games with these people. It's a whole rabbit hole. But I'm just going to go ahead and push play so we can try to get through this call.
But last night from that message, the message was Monday. Okay, so you just said last night being Sunday, but then a second ago you told me Friday. So
he came in Friday talking about
okay,
it, yes.
but you said he asked you Sunday. You just said he asked you
asked
Sunday.
me Sunday, do we have any?
Come on.
Talking about it, having any are different.
Come on, Tisha. So even so Friday, he comes in and asks you about him, and they're bad. And we all know how he is about bad stuff. Okay, he hates it. His mommy does bad stuff. He thinks Mike does bad stuff. Okay, so Friday he tells you guys have the conversation of bad stuff, bath salts, and he still comes back Sunday and asks you if you have any.
The bad stuff was not just bath salts; it was in general.
But you just said it was.
He was telling me about the things that people were talking about, because apparently his class is a halfway decent class, like good kids. Okay, but when they go outside, in which one of the moms, I know who she is, if I could show you a picture, Her little boy is in the opposite class that Anna's in, and he's just a nightmare. Okay, so I guess on recess or outside, they have conversations about this. And all he was talking about is the people that were talking about bad things. That was it. He didn't say to me, hey, I'm going to whatever. I'm telling you, someone peer pressured him that they could hang out and play. Just to see. Peer pressure. Gannon had no intentions of doing nothing but playing at somebody's house.
Whose house?
I've made that clear to you. I don't know. He had no intention
But that's
of
all.
playing.
That's not like Gannon. That's not like Gannon either. So do not tell us.
Okay, well, that is the truth. Okay, because you can sit here and say some things are not like Gannon, but we've caught him doing certain things. Okay.
Like what? When?
We will catch children do some things, and we have to be like, we can't always say in our life that's not like them. We can go on what we instilled in them and hope that they make the best decisions when they are crossed with these things. But the bath sauce has completely nothing to do with what Gannon was going to do. Gannon was not going to go do anything bad with bath salts.
But hey, listen, I don't. My battery's getting low, so I just want you to know that if my battery cuts off, I'm not changing my theme here. That together, one of the first things together is you give me these polygraph results, okay?
And I agree that you can meet me when I meet them.
No, you send it to me and then I'll meet you.
No, I am not sending it to you.
Okay, then we're not together. We're not together in this.
I am not sending a copy.
Tisha, I need you to send me a copy of the polygraph results, or you don't. It's not clear to me that we're together in this.
So let me just give a little brief synopsis, if you will, of this polygraph that they're talking about. So Letecia, trying to pull one over on Al again, told him that she would take a polygraph test. So apparently there is a website where you can do a fake polygraph test and fake results and blah blah blah. But part of the conditions of that website is, nothing incriminating such as murder. And of course, in her fake polygraph test, one of the questions that she put in there was, did you murder Gannon? And she put her fake answer and no. The polygraph website denied her the fake polygraph results, blah, 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 blah. So she's lying right here again.
What for?
Really?
Yeah.
I've already told you this, but I didn't have a period, and I'm 5 weeks pregnant.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. So now she's pregnant. I didn't want to tell you this, but I'm 5 weeks pregnant. Bullshit. Another manipulating tactic that doesn't work for her. And I was listening to Melissa Jade. Please sub to her channel yesterday, and she was reading some of the documents from all of this, and they were talking about when they finally arrested her. And of course, as soon as they put those cuffs on her, she's like, I had a miscarriage. I need to go to the hospital. So they take her to the hospital where the doctors confirm she was never pregnant. So another lie.
How'd it go? Was that you messaging me this morning from another number?
I don't know. Just blame me for whatever.
No, I'm just asking. That way I know for sure. Huh?
I don't know, Albert. I don't know. Just blame me for whatever.
No, it's not. No, we're not playing the blame game. I just wanted to know because there may have been some details that I wanted to talk about because it was obviously relevant to what the things we've been talking about over the past couple of days. So,
Man, you would have thought that you would have just called me and said anything nice.
Keisha, you know what my mind's on. My mind's on Gannon, okay? And I told you I'd stand by you if we got to the truth. So, I mean, that's what my mind's on.
Giving you the truth.
My mind's on the truth about Gannon.
I'm not giving you the truth. I've given it to you, and then I've given you 15 different things that were not the truth, just to prove a point. Call it what you want. Call it crazy or someone making up stories or lying or whatever you want to call it. And go to people and tell them how horrible person I am, and I'm just lying. And you're back in your corner. Just know that when you say to people, I hope you know they're posting your stuff online.
When I say something to who?
Anybody. Unless it's probably like legitimately people that you are blood related to. So if they send it to anybody or anyone does anything or sends it to their best friends in kindergarten, they're posting it online.
Well, I mean, I haven't said nothing to nobody, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm just telling you, that's probably you were saying something about people calling you or something. That's probably how they got your number. Because your number is online everywhere.
I know it is. And I mean,
People are posting messages that you supposedly sent to people. So I'm just telling you. So, I mean, so you know, whoever you be talking junk to or whatever to, people are putting it out there.
well, good for them. I mean,
I'm just telling you that to let you know that, not to talk bad to you or talk about you or nothing. I'm just telling you that. Trust me, I spent the entire night getting accused of being with Mike, messages made up on me of being with Mike, all kinds of stuff, like anything you could name it. So just telling you that these people are nut jobs. So.
yeah. So back to what you said a second ago, you told me that you made up all these stories to prove a point. Why would you tell me all these different stories? That doesn't make any sense. Well, I mean, what point is there to prove other than the point of finding Gannon?
Because I cannot give you, no matter what I give you of how Gannon is missing, I can't give you the answer of how to get him.
Why? Because no, but you told me.
I don't know how. Stop. If you guys or whatever there to question me or put me on the check call the Jose Baez law firm.
I just want to know why you told me all these different stories, but you're telling me that you've given me the truth so many times, but then you say it's a bunch of different stories. So I don't understand what you're trying to say. I mean, the only thing okay, go ahead.
I'm going to tell you one more time. I'm not walking you through any more stories or truths. I'm not doing that because it does nothing for me but make me unhealthy, make me stressed, and I'm not in the position, I'm not eating to be like this. I'm just not healthy. And as many as you guys think that you're going to get me to kill myself or admit to something I did too, you guys are all wrong. So the point behind that is, if you're going to call me only not to stand by my side, not to make any kind of statement to say that these people need to stop threatening your life, if you're not going to call me to do any of that in your family, then of course I'm just going to sit there and play into your game. If you're treating me like crap, which you've done, why would I treat you with any kind of...
I didn't hear what you said. You broke up. Why would you treat me with what?
I said, if you're not treating me with compassion, kindness, with any kind of support, with any kind of help. If you're not treating me with any of that,
But
why do I have to owe you any kind of the same respect back?
but I've offered that to you. Okay, I've offered that to you. I said I'll stand by you once we get the truth. Okay, that's what I've said the whole time, and I've told you that you can survive and you can get through this. Okay, it all comes down to the truth. That's the important point.
I'm not surviving to get through something. For y'all to think that I'm going to make up something and get charged with something that I didn't even do. I'm not doing that. What's wrong with you to think that?
I mean,
You called me and said things like, "Oh, well, you're a teacher." You never even said a kind word to me about anything like that. Do you think that I didn't think that was all a fleeting thing?
you can listen. You're welcome to think whatever you want. I mean, you said you've loved me numerous times over the past couple of days, and I've replied with the same
And
thing.
have you told me
Yes.
Have you called me to say that to me? So you called me or woke up in the morning and said, "Be kind to me. I love you. I miss nothing." Have you said anything to me?
I have, but the problem is what you're telling me is finding Gannon is conditional on what you want and what you need. That is what you're saying. The truth is conditional
that is
on
not
that.
what I said. It is not. You do not think if I knew for a second how to get Gannon, you would not be at our house sitting there waiting on you like weeks ago?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the truth on that because I know what you've said, that an accident happened and that you panicked. And when you panic and bad things and things get out of control or whatever you said go downhill.
But I've already told you and you didn't accept the accident about jumping on the bed. You didn't accept it.
I accepted that there was an accident that happened. You're absolutely right. I accepted that an accident happened and you panicked.
You didn't accept. That's not what you see. That's not what you accepted. I told you the truth. You asked me about the bedroom, and I've already told you this.
But okay, let's
accident.
okay, let's accept that accident happened, okay, for a moment. Okay, but you keep putting somebody else into the picture, okay, and that is absolutely bad for you in the context of an accident or in context of anything. If somebody else comes into the picture and you keep going down that road, if I'm sitting here and poking holes in it, okay, which I don't want to do, but it just doesn't jive with me. What do you think law enforcement's going to do? Okay, because
I'm not worried about it. No, it's what law enforcement is going to do. Because Jose Baez is going to rip them to shreds. So I'm not worried about that.
But
I'm not worried about law enforcement because I didn't do anything wrong.
Right, because it was an accident. We've established that. So why would Jose Baez have to rip anybody apart if you were involved in an accident?
That is, I never told you that anything was an accident other than what you asked me about the roof. And I'm going to keep telling you that 14 times, and then you're going to get mad, yell at me, scream at me, hang up the phone, and tell me it's not a good enough answer.
But you did tell me there was an accident. You told me there was a fire, there was burns, there was a candle spill. You told me he accidentally stepped on a piece of wood.
You already knew all this.
Right, but those are the accidents that you said happened, that he got injured somehow from these accidents. That's what you said. I'm not putting words in your mouth.
You've already asked me about him, and I've already told you about this. He had a hard time just being basically a boy, barefooted.
Yeah, I know, and he freaked out. I got it.
So it pretty much explains itself, but again, Gannon lost so much blood in the room, in his bedroom, that basically the police, the investigators, the FBI, whoever, and Al saw it, and it's pretty obvious that you cannot lose that much blood and possibly survive. I'm sure he held out hope, but I think in his gut, he knew. But anyhow, my point is, when he asked Letecia these questions about, there's blood on the walls, there's blood here, there's blood on the mattress, there's blood on the floor. She comes up with all these stupid excuses, saying he stepped on a nail in the garage. So he was bleeding from that. The day before was the quote candle incident where she says Gannon accidentally knocked over a candle and got burns all over him. That's not what I believe at all to be the truth of what actually happened that night. I can only imagine what the real story is behind Gannon having burns from a candle. Uh, But anyhow, this is her, making up lies on why there's blood.
He freaked out after the accidents happened. There was a couple different accidents that happened. He freaked out, got overwhelmed. Then what happened?
Never had that many. He's never had that many accidents.
I agree. Okay. I agree. That's a lot in like 12 hours. That's a lot of accidents in 12 hours on one little kid.
That's not 12 hours.
Okay, whatever. I'm just using that as a random guess. Okay. I don't know the exact time frame.
Like I said, from me explaining anything to you, if your people want more statements or whatever, they know. I mentioned to you who I have as my representation in a pre-investigation. Okay? I mentioned that to you. I'm not going to sit here and walk down 15 more trails again with you for you to hang up, yell at me, scream, and do not.
But I'm your husband. I'm not the sheriff. I'm your husband, and it's my son that's missing. Yes, he does. A father does. A father does. Okay. And once again, I'm trying to do this because I'm feeling the guilt of not being there to help him through all these accidents. Okay. So I'm trying to do what I can outside of the law enforcement. Okay. Because you don't freaking trust them anyways. And they've screwed a lot of this up. So I'm sitting here trying.
Do you trust them?
Do I trust them? Not based on what I've seen. Yeah. So that's why I'm going straight to you, straight to the last person that saw him.
And always keep in mind that Albert is actually absolutely playing her right now. He wants answers. The police are in the room with him. They're recording this call. They know everything that's going on.
Him.
I'm not. If I would be the last person that saw him, then I would be the person that has him.
So who was then who was the last person that saw him?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you don't know who it was?
I don't know anything. I just told you. I don't know anything because I've been emotionally beat down.
By who?
Been emotionally beat down.
By who?
Oh, poor Tisha.
Who emotionally beat you down? Hello?
Albert, I understand that as a parent, you know that 100% of your mind is focused on someone that God gave you the ability to bring into this world. Okay? If anybody knows that, I understand that.
Well, but you're contradicting yourself because you told me.
Okay. There you go again.
No.
Forget it. I'm not even.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I don't have anything to say. As soon as I can be finished the second part of my sentence without you attacking me.
Okay.
But I also know that you should be, under no circumstances, be one with me, because that's what God intended you to be. Be one. And what's less? That's what you're supposed to be doing. And that doesn't include, I haven't even spoke to my husband in weeks, been there to comfort him, he's been there to comfort me in this situation. So, no, I know that God says we put him first, and then we put everything else in the order that they're supposed to be. So that has not happened, and I'm not going to apologize for that. When I've given you information, I've given you in the set of information the actual truth, and it's still not good enough. And don't say, well, tell me what that is, because I'm not doing it. You don't care. You're not going to be as a parent and accept, hey, you know, sometimes our kids are going to make choices that we don't like. You're not going to accept that. So who am I going to be a parent to try to tell you to accept something? How? I mean, other than me trying to make up a story to keep someone else from looking bad, to protect a child, then I'm still the bad person. You should have my back no matter what. You should have my back to the point where we together were talking to these people and demanding a better answer, but you have not. And I don't know what you do every day. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know where you're at. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you may not even be here. I mean, it's online that you're in Texas. I don't know anything. I don't even. My owner laid his head, and you are my teammate. And then you're going to throw it to me. I'm not wavering from any of it. I'm not. It's conditional that you that tell me exactly where standing is right now. I'm never going to love you or my family again. That's the condition that you basically put on me. When I don't know where he's at. You think I would have already brought him home? You have been married to me long enough to know that in any situation, whether freak out or not, whatever it may be, that I have fought tooth and nail. Maybe not the best parent at being like, oh, are you okay? You got a cut or whatever. Maybe not the best in that aspect. But as far as protection, you know, that should have been, you should have been saying before you get away. Congress member telling them that, knowing anytime anybody messes with anyone in our family, who pays the back for them? Me. Who protects them? Me. If I could give you Letecia Stauch, I would.
All right, can I talk now?
I would.
Huh?
Sure, thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna. I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm gonna walk you back through where I'm at, and then I'm gonna let you know how I feel. Okay. All right. I fully believe that something happened. It was an accident, and that you panicked. Okay. And that you keep putting somebody else into it, and as long as you do that, it just doesn't look good for you. And I'm trying to be by your side when I say that. Okay. And I've said this over and over again that you can get through this. And if you give me the truth, okay, I'll stand by you. Okay. But here's where I'm at. Here's my feelings on it. Okay. And you just need to hear me out, please. Okay. All right. I know that you did something. I know that you're responsible. Okay. And I hope there was a good reason for it. But the problem is it's clear to me that I can't gain him back through you. Okay. I had serious hope that, we could stand by each other through this, but you know what? I'm past that point now. After all these lies, and you just admitted that you lied to me for a reason to prove a point, I don't have hope for us. And you know what I'm worried to death about? That I'm gonna have to testify eventually about this, and I don't know what I should say. I have no clue what to say about this, because now I'm put in the position of the truth or my wife. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say when I get called up there to testify eventually.
Did you just start your conversation with you believe that I did something?
I absolutely said that, and I want you to know what you think I should say when I get to have to testify, because I'm gonna get called up there.
Called up there for what?
To testify in this situation.
What charges is it? For what?
I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't come down to murder, but I haven't seen my son in 3 weeks and nobody can find him. Okay.
Murder.
Or maybe it was an accident and somebody just panicked. But I don't have it. I'm farther from the truth than I was when I started talking to you after 2 weeks. You were the last one to see him, and I just don't know what I'm going to say when I have to sit on that stand and freaking cry in front of the world about my son. I don't know what the hell I'm going to say, other than that you freaking lied over and over and over and over, and then never told me any element of the truth. So what should I say? I mean,
Oh, what happened to that?
hello?
Hello?
I guess I lost you.
All right. I wanted you said, so you're saying, so basically now you're saying someone's been murdered is what you're saying.
No, I said that could be the worst case. I don't know for sure, because there's no body, there's no evidence, there's no nothing. I mean, what else do you want me to think in this case? Okay, you're the last one to see him. You're the last one to hear him talk. You're the last one anything of Gannon on this earth, to my knowledge. Okay, no one else. I mean, what else are you? I mean, what do you want me to say, Tisha? What do you want me to think? And I'm as freaking serious and freaked out as I've been this whole time. All these freaking injuries in that short time period, accident or not, you had something to do with it. Okay. I mean, how else? All that put together, how else am I supposed to look at it? Just like you're always putting me on the stand and questioning me for stuff you think I do that adds up. Okay, that's what I'm doing here. There's no other way for me to look at this other than you're involved to some level, if not ultimately responsible. So you tell me what I'm supposed to say and what I'm supposed to think. You can say no all you want to, but all you've done is lie to me and make up fake people that are in Mexico right now. Tell me the truth, yeah. Tisha.
Okay.
Tell me what I'm supposed to say. Tell me how to stand by you.
You've already said it. You've already said what you think is in your mind and what people have put in your mind.
Yeah, it's not about what I think, though. Okay, I'm asking you how I can stand by you, what the truth is, so I can stand by you through this.
I'm just going to sit there and accuse yourself, because my own husband has just said I murdered someone. Listen to what you said.
That's not what I said. Okay, you said that, not me. I said you're responsible. You're responsible to some degree. That's what I said.
He's worried about you testifying, is what you said.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you said testifying for someone is what you said.
Because I got to get up there. I'm going to have to get up there on the stand and look you in the eye and tell them that you lied to me and told me 15 stories. And that when they ask me what I think, I'm going to tell them I think you're responsible. But I want to know what you think I should say. That's where I'm at right now. I told you that.
If that's what you feel in your heart, then go with it. That's all I can.
No, that's not. I'm asking you to convince me. Tell me otherwise, Tisha. Convince me otherwise.
No.
I'm begging you. I'm on my knees begging you to prove me wrong again. Okay, prove me wrong. Tell me right now. Prove me wrong. Give me what I need. Give me the facts of the matter that prove that you had nothing to do with this, or that was an accident and you freaked out, or something. I'm here theorizing all these different stories.
Are you delusional that there's an accident and I freak out and then you still think I just murdered someone over an accident? Really?
No, that's not what I said. If it was an accident, that explains it. If you killed him, that explains it. I mean, it's pretty simple. Okay, it was an accident. Okay, an accident.
Listen, I'm not saying nothing was an accident. I'm asking you a daggone question. Not like yelling at me. I said, if you just said that you would speculate basically on the statement, is what you told me.
No.
That you're going to no, you said if they ask me what I think, that's speculation. Okay? So you're telling me that you're going to speculate what you think happened. And you just told me there's no this, there's no evidence, there's no other.
No, all right, you're right. Back off of that. What I will tell them is this. I will tell them this, that my wife had the opportunity to tell me the truth, but she chose to lie to me repeatedly, make up fake people, Uncle Matt, Eduardo, freaking Quincy Jones, or whatever his name was in Mexico, okay? She told me all these stories to get me going in 17 different directions, and that I still don't know the truth, and that I know for a fact she was the last one to see him in our home.
Well, I'm going to let you just be like, I'm going to let you just have that opinion because that's.
No, stop. No, that's not an opinion, okay? I stated all the facts. I dropped the mic and I'm out, okay? That's what that is. I got nothing else to say about it other than you lied to me, and you're the last one to hear my little boy cry, and little boy, I'm bleeding, and to see him live and well.
Oh my God, they edited that video. You're an idiot. The hackers edited that, made that video like that. Oh my God.
Okay, then tell me something that's truth. You didn't deny it.
Really?
You didn't deny.
Literally said,
Okay, fine. I'm sorry I said that. Okay, maybe it is edited, but you didn't flip out when I said you're the last one to see him alive. Okay, you flipped out when I said he said that he was bleeding. So explain that to me, Tisha.
as far as I know, Gannon's alive. I'm not going to say any differently because I'm not going to be a parent.
Okay, you still didn't answer the question.
What is wrong?
Now you're telling me your opinion. You told me not to give opinion. Now you're giving me opinion. Okay. I said you're the last one to see him alive and or in the house. Okay. Because you are. So now fill in the blank. No, that's not what I think. That's the truth. And you haven't denied that one time.
If you think that, I'm not going to say anything because why would I say anything?
Well, you freaking jump on me when I say he's on the video. He said he was bleeding. You said they edited that. So you can't have it both ways. Are you going to deny it or are you not going to deny it? Because you're denying stuff you think is not true.
I've already denied to you what you just said.
That you're the last one to see him?
That I am not the last one to see him.
Then who is?
I've already told you this.
Oh yeah, you told me Quincy Brown. We proved him false. Okay, that was easy. All I had to do was call a reporter. Okay, I didn't have to have any evidence. I just called a reporter, and she said, "Yep, he ain't been around for a while. He's been gone a minute." Okay. So who was it?
You've already said that it was no one else. So why does it matter?
But you just said it was. So I'm asking who it was.
I am not listening.
See, here you go again. You can't spin me, Tisha. You can spin Facebook. You can spin the media, but you can't spin me. All right. If you want,
Facebook has been hacked so many times. I ain't been on there.
Yeah, I mean, fine, but you can't spin me. I'm telling you. You should know that by now.
Good. I'm not trying to spin you.
What about, hey, you know what? What about the blood in the corner? Okay. What about that? That came from Gannon knocking his nose. That
What corner?
yeah, the corner of his bedroom where you push the beds together. What about the blood?
Oh God, you're grasping.
I'm not. I saw blood. Okay, that's not grasping. I saw it.
You're grasping. Oh, hold on a minute. Tell me again. You saw it.
Saw what?
Tell me what you saw.
Oh, you recording me now? Go ahead, just tell me. I'll say
No,
it.
I want to hear you say this.
I saw it. Blood in the corner of his room. Record me. I don't give a fuck, Tisha. That's my son's.
Okay.
That's my son's blood, and I saw it.
Okay, you proven A, that you saw it. B, you proven it's Gannon's blood.
So how to get there, Tisha? You prove that.
I'm asking you the question. You just said you're going on facts, so I'm trying to get this straight. You're going on facts.
Yep.
A, you're telling me you were able to walk in and they showed you this, and what you said was a crime scene. You were. So is that a fact?
I saw it. You tell me whose blood it was. You were there.
Okay. All right. So there we go.
You were there.
2.
You were part of the crime. So you tell me.
No, I was not. There was 18 people in that house.
Oh, there was 18 people when Gannon got hurt and all these accidents happened, and then he
living up in the house.
Okay.
There was 18 people there.
All right, now see, I told you you can't spin me, Tisha, but go ahead. I'll listen to you
I'm
spin.
not trying to spin you.
Go ahead, spin it around.
I'm not trying to spin you. I'm not trying to spin you at all. I'm saying what you. I'm just trying to get a fact from you what you're saying. One, you told me that all you and whoever else saw blood in the middle of a supposed crime.
No, what you're doing?
Okay.
No, hold on, no, stop for a second. What you're doing is you're not focusing on the crime. You're focusing on the people here helping to find Gannon. Okay, like that's gonna fly.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna go up there and say,
I'm focusing on.
no, it's bullshit, Tisha.
I'm focusing how they're gonna rip you guys' theory apart because it's a lie.
Okay.
You contaminated a crime scene, supposedly, is what you said.
Okay, so
And then
whatever.
2, that's what you said.
But what you said was it was Gannon's blood. So I'm going based off the facts that you told me.
You said I never said that.
Yeah,
I said,
you did.
Said you saw blood.
No,
No.
you said it was yours and Gannon's blood. Okay, that's what you
No.
said. That's
I said-
exactly what you said.
That's not what I said.
That's what you said.
I never told you it was mine against blood on any
All right,
concrete. I never
you
told you.
are lying.
I never told you about any concrete against
Okay.
blood.
All right, you're lying.
You
And
said you saw it.
that's gonna be noted. Okay, I'm writing down notes right now. You're lying.
I don't care.
Tisha lies
I don't care
again.
what notes you're writing down.
Tisha admitted at the beginning of the conversation she lied 15 times.
As long as you and whoever else you had in this home were in the home in the middle of a supposed crime scene, they're gonna rip y'all to shreds.
But why would you even say that if it's not a crime scene? You told me it was an accident.
You
So is
said
it a
it
crime
was.
or an
You
accident?
said it was. You said it was.
But you told me it was the
You
scene of an accident. So is it an accident or a crime scene?
So let me ask you this question then. So since you so if this was
I can't-
answer this with this. Okay? If this was a supposed crime scene, and then you saw, which you have not came out and said differently, you've done up a y'all fucking shit about, okay? So then your friendly neighbor that fucking got paid money who released the video that says Gannon didn't come back, how the hell is the house a crime scene? Tell me that
You're the one telling me it's a crime scene.
You told me it was.
You told me it was an accident, and now you're telling me it's a crime
You
scene.
told me. Answer that question.
What question?
How in the hell is our home a supposed crime scene? I'm gonna put quote unquote when you guys have done nothing but portray the world.
Hey, do you want me to tell you what I think or what I know? You want me to tell you what I think or what I know?
No, I'm asking. Answer the question.
I am. Do you want the what I think or what I feel or what I know for sure?
Whatever you want to give me.
Okay, what I think is that you did it. What I feel is that you're involved. Excuse me. What I think and feel is that you did it. What I know is that you're involved somehow. Okay, that's the bare bones where I'm at right now. I have nothing else. You're involved to some extent with Gannon getting hurt. There's an accident or not. There's blood all over the place down in his room. However, I saw it. Who gives a crap at this point? Because the boy's out there hurt. what I feel like and what I think is that you did it and you're trying to hide and you dumped his body somewhere. That's what I think. Yep.
Okay, so
It's crazy to me to hear him. This is before they didn't even find Gannon's body yet. They didn't even know, if they didn't know where he was. And he nailed it right there. It's just crazy. To me, it's like a parent's intuition. He knew exactly what happened with it. Oh, she's just such a demon. So she is yeah. They went to trial because all this happened during COVID or right before COVID, and then she was arrested and like COVID hit. So they didn't go to trial. This is 2020, these phone calls. They didn't go to trial till 6 months ago. Let's say March maybe of 2023. So yeah, she is locked up for life. She tried to plead guilty by insanity, and she tried to run with the insanity defense. It did not work at all. It was a really good trial, heartbreaking, but yeah. So now that the trial's over, that's how everybody's FOIA-ing the jailhouse calls, these calls, anything they can get their hands on, and it's such a rabbit hole. It's so interesting to me. I don't know. I have a thing with like wanting to, pick the brain of a psychopath, and I definitely think she's a psychopath. Hey, see and say.
so in your theory that you are saying, your theory, okay, you're telling me that supposedly you think that there was some accident that someone got hurt really bad.
Yep.
Inside of Gannon's room. How the hell did Gannon walk outside to the car? Okay.
I didn't say you killed him in his room. Okay. Why would, I already told you, and you told me I was stupid for saying this. I think an accident happened that you're involved with, and then I made the assessment, and everybody who saw the video online made the assessment. Gannon was walking kind of sluggish to the truck, and you told me I was a fucking idiot for saying that. Okay, but it makes sense if he had got hurt. Okay.
What he's talking about is, video footage from the neighbor's Ring cameras where you can see Letecia and Gannon getting into their truck, and Gannon is walking visibly very sluggish. Well, come to find out after they found his body and did the autopsy report and all of that he had narcotics in his system. So she was drugging him also.
Lightheaded, queasy, I don't know, whatever. And now he's having to walk to the truck so you can take him somewhere. Okay.
Okay, just take him somewhere. Take him somewhere to
Hold
do
on.
what?
Pain medication, to be exact. An adult strength pain medication.
You tell me.
No, you said you were going on your theory, so I want to hear your theory.
Okay, you want to hear my theory? Okay, you took him somewhere. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I think. You went around town acting all normal, left your phone at the fucking Petco on purpose, okay, and took him out somewhere, God knows where, and left him there. And maybe whacked him over the head with a 2x4 or something. I don't know.
But took him out by somewhere you said whack somebody in the head. So I committed a murder, is what you're saying.
No, because he could just been knocked out. Okay.
Because what?
You could have knocked him out with a 2x4, not killed him. I mean, if he died, I guess that is murder. I don't know. You're the legal expert here. So actually, let's back up.
I'm gonna pause this for just a second. I'm gonna put this picture up. This is Gannon. Again, he was 11 years old when his stepmother brutally murdered him. And that's what we're listening to now is the phone calls between his father and the stepmother that killed him, who was convicted and all of that stuff. So, all right, I'm going to push play so we can get through it.
A second, because here's where I'm at. You're lying, okay? Are you lying to cover yourself? Are you lying to cover for Harley? Which one is it?
For Harley?
Yeah, which one is it?
What? Harley's already y'all to have been at work during all y'all's episodes.
So you're lying for yourself?
I'm not lying for anyone.
Okay.
I'm not lying for a soul.
But you have this whole time. The first thing you said this morning to me, one of the first things was, I've lied to you repeatedly. I've lied over and over and over again. And I had a point to do it. I had a reason. So what's your reason for lying now?
I'm not lying.
But you've been lying the whole time. So how do I know that you...
I told everybody exactly what happened from the beginning.
Yeah, but you just said they were all lies. You said all that was a lie. Now it's the truth. So is it...
You didn't like it, so therefore, just make up all your stories. Because now you got this theory of some 2x4.
No, that's just...
And dropped off somewhere.
Okay, but see, you're still not telling the truth, because you said you told everybody from the beginning. The first story from the beginning was Gannon ran away. Okay, immediately proven false. Second story, you got raped in Gannon's room, also proven false. So you've been lying from the beginning, not telling the truth, and you're still lying. So I mean,
That's not true.
what's the next lie, Tisha?
I haven't lied.
So now you're lying about saying you were lying? I mean,
I didn't lie from the beginning is what I'm talking about. You just are never going to believe it.
no, he didn't run away.
Why not? Why not just okay then? If that's what you think, you are entitled to what you think you know and your opinion. You are entitled to that. You are. If you think for a second that your own wife killed your son, you actually need mental health.
I probably will need to get some after this. You're right. My son's out there missing. My wife just admitted to me today that she's lied to me for 3 weeks now. Okay, and you did lie you lied to me from the beginning. All these stories, you said you had a point. Okay, you still haven't told me what the point is. So now you're lying again. And we've narrowed it down to the other person. It's either you by yourself, you and Harley, or Harley had some involvement. Who are you lying for?
Really?
Yeah. Really.
So that's what you think? You think that that's what you're going to do when somebody was at work?
Well, she's very manipulative.
But look at you. So you're defending your 17-year-old, and all I'm trying to do is defend and find my 11-year-old. Please.
I'm glad you just said that. You said you're defending yours. I'm glad you said that.
Oh, don't even start with me on that, because I begged you to let me adopt that child for 5 years, so you can.
Now, so Letecia has a biological daughter that is not with Albert, and her name is Harley. So that's who she's referring to, is Harley, her daughter, that Albert basically raised.
You can shove that one up your ass right now, okay? You can go ahead and shove that one wherever you want to shove it. But you're just disrespecting me. Why don't you just respect me and tell me what happened to Gannon? He's a freaking 11-year-old child out there all by himself somewhere. He's with somebody that he don't need to be with, and you're the only one that has the truth. You. And you admittedly, yes, you did. You said you lied over and over and over again.
He's with somebody he don't need to be with. You just said that, but then you told me that no one else was involved.
So which one is it? You tell me. You keep.
I'm asking you.
No.
You think that I had an involvement in killing our child? That's what you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you were there. Gannon's missing. We can't find him. Okay. Nobody would stick to the plan this long after the whole world's looking for him. Okay. So it's you. You're the only one sticking to the plan. You're the only one in the spin machine. You're the only one lying. Everybody else is trying to find the truth. Everybody, Tisha, even Landon, the one that you think I'm hooking up with, she's just trying to find the truth about her.
If you don't know who Landon is Gannon's mother, his real mother. Gannon was very much a mama's boy. He loved his mom very much. And I think that is part of the reason that Letecia hated Gannon. That's my opinion, that she hated him. And yeah, I think she used him to, and she tried to even say that Landon, his mother, was the one responsible for all of this. Tried to blame her. Went on social media under several accounts and to put the blame on Landon, it's just absolutely heartbreaking. If you rewind to the very beginning of this stream, and I'll play it before I end it, it's from February the 4th of 2020, and it's Landon, Albert, and Gannon's little sister Lena, basically pleading with the public, to help find him. And what's really ironic about it, though, is I didn't even realize this until I played the clip. Is February 4th is when she dumped Gannon's body over the bridge. It's just she's so twisted and evil.
Her baby boy. Okay.
Good. I'm glad you get to spend the rest of your life with Sandy.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I mean, if you think that,
I'm
that's
glad
fine.
for you.
Like you tell me, you're entitled to your opinion, but there's a fact here that you were the last one to see him. I wasn't there, so I don't know anything. You know everything, and you're lying repeatedly over and over again. You didn't get raped. Gannon didn't run away. There's no Quincy Brown, Eduardo, Uncle Matt. There's no high fives. There's no Gannon jumping on his back, okay? What there is there's blood in his room, okay? And he's gone, and we can't find him. That's what, and you were left with him and didn't come home with him, okay? And you still haven't filled any of the blanks. I mean, there's facts out there, okay? There's facts out there. And you won't even tell me the truth. You keep lying to me, making up some bike bullshit, okay? Gannon fell off his bike and busted his head and needed 911. Are you serious? And then as soon as I say that, we go back to the house. I mean, I don't even want to do this, okay? You're just going to continue to lie to me. Why am I even wasting my time? So when I testify on the stand, that's what I'm going to say. My wife had all the information. She chose to lie about it. I have nothing else to say. Okay? That's where I'm at.
Right?
All right. Have a good day.
All right, and that's the end of that phone call, and I think there's only one phone call left. I will play as much of it as I can. Hold on, I gotta pull it up. And before I end, like I said, I'm gonna play that thing from February 4th. So that was on the 17th, the one we just listened to. This one is one of the last phone calls. Hold on, am I still sharing my screen? All right, hold on. And this one is on, and please, like I said, sub to Alex Erickson. That is where I'm playing this from. Is that it? No, that's not it. Okay, this is it. This is from February the 21st. All right.
Connection I can make to that. So maybe some.
No.
Actually, this one is from the Ward Case Studies. And I have it scrolling across the bottom of the screen, the channel names. So please go subscribe to those channels if you haven't already. They all put out really great information about this case. Thank you, Mojo. We'll listen when I get okay. It's good to see you, Nat. Don't work too hard, bud. All right, so let me get to the beginning. Like I said, this is from the Ward Case Studies. That's the name of the channel. February 21st, 2020.
Hello?
You should call.
Yeah, you asked me to, and that's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
No, it was just something about Gannon. I was at work, trying to go back to work for a couple hours a day and get my mind off things. And of course, I go in and freaking Major Brown's there, freaking running his mouth. So I had to go to the brigade commander and tell him to basically tell everybody to quit talking about it. But I don't know. He seemed really freaking interested in something he heard about them searching the landfill.
I don't know anything about that.
About the landfill? You haven't heard that?
No.
It just was really weird how, like, I don't know where he heard it from. He must have some connections, like, to the sheriff's office or something. And I don't know. He came in and started talking about he saw me, and then, like, there's other people around. That's why I went to the commander and was like, hey, listen, everybody needs to stop talking about this because this is going to get, anything that they know that they're doing that is not in the public is going to hurt the investigation. So
I mean, I saw like online like a long time ago
something about that, and I feel like they had found some person out there that was like some girl or something that could just go like to sleep or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know. That's the first I heard of that. I haven't heard anything about them finding anything out there.
Well, I don't know if that was part of that. I just heard that, and then someone was saying something about somebody was in a duffel bag or something out there.
That somebody was in a duffel bag out there?
Yeah, this is the stuff I saw online long ago. This has been weeks, so I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if he has that kind of information. Why would he even first tell you about it? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean, I'm the kid's father. That's why he was, but that's why, like I said, that's why I went to the brigade commander, was like, hey, we got to cut this off. People don't need to be talking about this and, running their mouth and all that stuff, because that Major Brown he runs his mouth about everything. I told you what he's done to me in the past. So
but I'm just trying to get what the point of that is. I mean, what is
because people care, that's what it is. But people care, but they don't know how to keep their mouth shut, and keep information, tight if that's legitimate information. So.
But I don't understand what information. How would he have information?
Like I said, his dad was a former pilot or something, and his dad knows a lot of law enforcement, or retired law enforcement per se in the area. So I don't know. That's the only connection I can make to that. So maybe somebody told him something accidentally, and then he's going to go run his mouth to everybody about it. So, I got that handled.
But what did he say to you? Because that could be key information for you.
I know that could be key. That's why I basically told him I'm going to see the freaking commander to tell you to shut up, because you're a major and I'm just a lieutenant, right? So,
I get that, but what was online, was that what he said?
No, it was nothing to do with what was online. It was something. He came in and was like, yeah, I found this out, but I really, how people are when they talk, like, your school stuff. I'm not supposed to be telling you what the principal told me, kind of thing. And that's what he was doing. And that's how he is anyways. I've told you that 100 times, that this guy is, he's an asshole, and he just doesn't keep anything shut. He went up there and tried to talk shit about me before I told you that, about whatever that issue was he was up there talking about. Oh, remember I was trying to get that job up at Fort Collins, and he goes up there and tells everybody I'm leaving and I'm not dedicated to the unit or whatever. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah. So this is one of those same kind of situations where he's like up there telling shit, and he's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be telling you this. I got this insider information.
Albert, I get that point. I'm trying to give you help or any kind of guidance or anything that I might remember or know or something, anything. Well, I'm asking you, what was he talking about? I've never been to any landfill.
All I'm saying is I stopped him when he started talking about they're looking at the landfill, they're combing through this or whatever. I stopped him. I said, hey, sir, listen, if you don't stop talking about it, I'm going to see the commander. But it obviously perked my interest, because I'm like, whoever has Gannon or took Gannon or did something Gannon, I'm like, I'm just sitting here wondering, with those people, whoever is, would they do something like that? Do people really hurt a child and then take them to a landfill?
But I'm trying to explain to you what I'm there. In the beginning, the El Paso did search a landfill. That was all on TV.
Oh, they did. Do you know any details? Did they search in a dumpster or anything, or was it just a general big pile of trash?
I don't know. I know that I saw something in the very beginning, the first few days, that they were checking in some kind of landfill or something like that, and then somehow somebody was saying something, and then the lady came on there that I feel like it was the one that talks all the time, and said that they are not searching in the landfill anymore. I mean, you didn't see all this on TV?
No, because I told you, I don't get on the freaking Facebook and I don't watch the news. I just sit back and wait, and I'm not really getting any information, but I wait back to get the press briefing from the police. They usually send it to us 10 minutes before they release it. So what I'm wondering, and now putting all this together, you said they were searching there. Now I'm hearing they might be back there searching again for Major Brown, and God knows he could be telling a story, but I'm just sitting here thinking, now, is my son in a dumpster somewhere? Could he have been thrown in a dumpster? I mean, these are the things going through my head, you know? Some kind of dumpster where he couldn't have jumped out if he was hurt or something, you know?
Well, what was online, I thought was some lady had went to sleep in a dumpster is what I thought it was. Or at least what I saw online, when they were searching, they found that, don't quote me on this, I just remember part of it, but I remember something about some lady fell asleep or something in the dumpster, but I didn't remember seeing anything else. But that lady did answer that question in one of the very beginning things, and she said that, like, let me see if I can tell you what it was. She said that, hold on. 30th, way back then that this came out, they were there and people were posting pictures online of them there.
Huh.
Would have threw someone in a dumpster. That's why you guys have had canines and bloodhounds and all that covered someone in a dumpster.
Something like that. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Albert, I told you this morning that I saw this case yesterday where someone took someone and held them for a year and did bad things to them.
Right.
Made them be like a dog. It was a child. Made them wear a dog collar.
Yeah, that was Dr. Phil. I mean, the wife was sleeping with a drug dealer, and then kids go missing. So I mean, I don't want to.
All right, I'm going to skip around a little bit just for time's sake.
Of people and resources.
No, that's it. That's all he said was just that.
Somewhere.
Like what?
Just random things that you said.
Like what?
I don't remember. Just random things that you said.
But that's where I know you're telling a story, because if it's just random stuff that's that important to you to create this this story that I'm getting information from somewhere, you'd remember all those details. So I'm going to call you out now.
I'm saying like you are getting it from somewhere, because there's no way for a second. Here's the problem. The problem is I never lied once about what locations.
Baby love, it's El Paso County in Colorado, not El Paso, Texas.
I went to. Never did I. That information was given on January 28th.
Well, okay, if you didn't lie, then who did?
About the locations that I went?
Or that they went, maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry.
My point is, I've done nothing but I volunteered that information. They didn't have to go rip cars apart and take out GPS systems. They could have hit the app. And I told them. They didn't have to go demolish the cars that now the insurance is not going to pay for them because of some legal clause. So I gave them this information from the beginning where I went to clear myself. So that people would know I haven't been to no daggone landfills where I went. Albert, do you think that you woke up today and you felt a step closer to finding Gannon?
I don't know. I don't know, because somebody out there has the information that the law enforcement needs, and somebody's not giving that information. So,
but did you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just answer my question.
I'm answering it. Don't tell me how to answer it, Tisha. I'm answering the question for you. My answer to the question is I don't know. Some days I feel like they're right on it. Some days I feel like they're not. Okay. Today, because I go to work trying to get back into my normal routine, and I hear something about landfill, dumpster, and I keep wondering, why would somebody, these people, whoever they are, why would they do something like that to a little kid?
So the Army instructed you that it was good for you to go back to work. They released you to go back to work in this situation.
All right, I'm running low on time, so I'm going to skip just a little bit, and then if people want to listen to the rest of it, I put it in the chat, and I can also go live about it. I don't know when, but sometime we can finish them up. But again, please sub to the channels that are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. That is where I get all of these calls and things from, and they go into a lot more detail than I do. So please check those out. I'm going to play about 5 more minutes of this, and then I have one more clip, and then I got to go. So here we go.
Count for how much you should realize doesn't do anything.
But Tisha, you got to. So once again, I understand your perspective, and I see how you feel that way. But you don't. You're failing to realize in your perspective is that my son's out there missing, and you keep telling me. You just told me this morning, right before I texted you back, when I came out and looked at my phone, it said, "I am your lifeline."
Yes, I am, because you want to know why?
Because yes, tell me why.
I am, because I've given information. I've given you everywhere that I've been. I've said, hey, the best approach is to figure out what the purpose of this is, okay? And I've talked to a lot of people who can. I've even talked to your chaplain, okay?
Yeah, the one you told that I was
So
abandoning you or whatever.
Albert, you have not helped with that paper knowing the situation. That's okay, because it doesn't. We don't single out a specific kid. We know that we can't find one, but that doesn't mean we single out any of them in the care of their needs during this time. And that is something you should do and should have done, and I shouldn't have to ask for it.
Well, you don't, and I have. Okay.
You have what?
I've always done what I'm supposed to do. Okay. But you've, once again, back to what I was saying. Okay. You totally blew past the question I asked you. I've gotten this information today from an outside source that's not law enforcement that talks about a landfill and a dumpster. And I'm just trying to figure out why these people, whoever it is, would throw a kid in the dumpster. Okay.
Albert, if someone threw a kid in the dumpster, then they're going to find them.
That's my
I'm
point.
not going to sit here and say to you that I believe. I'm just not going to do that. Maybe we think differently on that. I get what you're saying is that your mind goes in all these directions. Every day you have some different way that someone tells you something, or you hear speculation. I mean, the other day, for crying out loud, you told me I hit someone with a 2x4 and threw him in the woods. So I try to be as compassionate. Talking to someone who don't even like you at all has told me, in their perspective, from a male perspective, you got to remember his child is missing. Try to be as compassionate as you can and talk to him as much as you can. And that's what I try to do. I don't think for a second that I'm going to say in my brain that someone would go throw Gannon in a dumpster. And I'm sorry that someone will be that crappy to say that to you. See, that's me. Maybe I'm just different because I've had to be like defensive about things. You can't be emotional about things. But I am deep down and I am broken, and you got me where you want me. But you don't have me where you want me in the terms of thinking that I know anything about Gannon being in a dumpster or whatever story this man has told you. I really don't know about that. I know what was reported on day one, a day or day two, whatever it was. They said something about a landfill bin. They were searching a landfill bin.
But
honestly, I don't even know what's in the landfill other than I know they put trash there.
Right. So, and maybe, and knowing him, maybe he was just referencing that first enforcement connection. Maybe he was not focused.
He's trying to tell you.
I don't want to focus on him.
He could be trying to tell you that maybe that's his parent intuition, or maybe that's his thought process. You know, I mean, those freaking people doing tarot cards. So everybody's going to have that to say to you.
I know that. I know that, Tisha. I'm my ears to the ground enough to know there's psychics. I think is the fun stuff, right? It's funny that you mentioned that.
Heard that from, right?
It's funny that you mentioned that because I've gotten a couple messages from people claiming to be psychics. So it's funny that you say that. But
no, it's funny you said to me. It's all online. Everything, and guess what? Your wife is following it, and he's feeding into it.
My what?
Yeah, your wife, Landon.
My wife.
She's following it and feeding into it.
Yeah,
so
all right.
Maybe that's what you need to look at. We're talking to you about psychics because she's right along in there with you.
Yeah, good for her. I mean, great news. I don't care what she does.
So if y'all want to believe in a psychic, then go ahead. because that's
All right,
exactly
listen.
what was
Hey,
online.
I got to put my phone down because I got to go back into this into work here to try to get back into the swing of things. But listen,
So if you're getting in the swing of things, are you going to help me with any of the other stuff that you refuse to answer for me?
I haven't refused anything. Okay. All right. I'm not. You're not doing that to me. You accuse me of abandonment. I'm in the same place, in the same town, next to the same bases, and I haven't seen you in a month. So I'm not.
Because I beg you to meet
I'm
me,
not
you won't.
doing this. Okay.
Then just tell me the truth. Stop hiding stuff and lying to me.
About what? What is it?
Anything. Are you going to sign the paper and have it uploaded for me to go back to Carson?
What are you talking about? 1172?
For the ID.
Yeah, I'll sign whatever. I'm not withholding anything from you. You have
Okay,
every right to
can you-
get the ID card. You said
Can you please?
but you lied to me because you said the chaplain already gave you a temporary authorization.
No, I said I got a 1-day pass.
What?
Can you
no.
please answer me the next question?
Listen to me. When I call back, I
No,
would.
did you file the taxes? Because I don't have anywhere to live.
I didn't file no taxes.
Okay, when I logged in, because our stuff was already in there, it had an alert from the IRS about the kid's social security number's already been filed.
Maybe Landon did it. I could ask her. Okay, maybe.
I just need to know what the point was with that. So if you didn't do it, you told her to file both the kids.
Maybe she just went ahead and
I don't want
did
to
it.
go to jail for illegal stuff.
Then don't do the kids. I'll ask her.
I don't want to go do the kids. I was asking you because I didn't know we're married. You know.
So you're gonna file taxes and file me and take all the money. Okay, that's good to
No,
know.
I haven't took anything from you.
I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go.
There is no money if you let her file the kids.
I'll call you back on the lunch break.
You let her do that, didn't you?
I didn't let her do anything. She can do whatever she wants to, and then we'll fight about it later. Okay, you know what?
Wow, I can't believe you let her do that.
I want to know how you're going to meet me at Fort Carson because I know you're in South Carolina. It's all over social media.
It's not me.
It's all over social media.
Harley is not me because she had to be taken to safety. So take your social media out of here. You're telling a lie.
Yeah, I know you're both there, but it's all right.
No.
You're nowhere near me. You keep wanting to meet. Okay, I'll call you back at lunch. I got to go. Bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Hey.
So, hey, you said there was an emergency that you need to talk about?
Yes. Are you okay? Because I sent you the message about stopping searching, and I said, "Are you ready to work together with me?" Yes, I sent that to you.
Okay, so what is it?
What do you mean? What is it? I'm telling you. Oh my God, I don't know how to clear to say this. Do you believe me now that I didn't do anything wrong?
I mean, I'm just trying to get you made it seem like there was some urgent news that you had to tell me, and this is.
I sent it to you, and I sent you the link you were talking about with the landfill that was old.
Oh, so there wasn't really anything urgent and pressing that would help me find Gannon.
I'm asking you, are you ready to work together with your wife to do it?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going off your list. Number one, Gannon. So let's focus on that. Okay.
So you read my list. Why are people sending this about lies about airports and all this? Until
I don't know.
The lies, we can't have a straight goal in common.
I don't know. I don't care about social media. Never have. Who cares what people are saying? I rode with my mom to the airport.
Okay, where are you?
Where am I?
Yes.
I told you I just stepped out of work on lunch break.
Like as in the node?
No, as in the headquarters.
Okay. Are you gonna be able to stay with your wife so we can work on this together?
I'm not making any promises.
I need to know now, starting tomorrow.
Well, you're not even here. If you're telling me starting tomorrow.
I'm with the dogs. I can't fly the dogs.
Well, how did the dogs get to where you're at if they couldn't fly?
I rode in a car with friends. That's all I've been doing. The dogs can't get on that airplane.
What friends?
The only thing I'm staying with a friend named Michelle, some different people, some adjacent people, Jadine, that works at Harley. We stayed at their house.
Okay.
I mean, we've just been staying everywhere. The dogs cannot get on an airplane.
Okay, fair enough. But I want to get back to Gannon.
I want you to tell me if you're going to work together with me.
That's not a
Are
problem.
you letting us be together so we can write down everything, figure this out, get a plan in place?
But why is the safety of a child contingent upon anything other than finding
It
him?
is not, but I can't help you if we're not together.
Yes, you
I
can.
can't be yelling and fighting and worrying. I can't do any of that together. The safety of a child is us together. If we have to write it down 10 freaking times and work through it. That's the safety. I beg for this.
But I still don't understand how you helping me with Gannon is contingent upon anything else.
It is not contingent. I am your wife. Did you file for divorce?
Emergency. I gotta step up.
Did you?
I didn't hear what you said. What?
Did you file for divorce?
I told you that already. No. Do you want me to?
Okay. No. Are you cheating on me?
Am I cheating on you? No. Listen, we need to focus on Gannon. Okay.
And we can.
You told me you
But
had.
this looks like some big plan.
No, it's not. Yeah, it is. You're right. It's a big plan to find my son. Absolutely. Okay, so listen to me. You made this, like you always do in these scenarios, you made it seem like we could fix this immediately. You got some big piece of information.
Okay, we can. Here's how.
Listen.
You're going to have to listen to me and be open-minded in order to. And with that comes you taking my side in order for it to even be working. Because if you go against me, you book me, you be whatever, you try to do whatever, all these things, we can't get to what you need.
Okay, so that's what I wanted you to say, because you just told me that finding Gannon is contingent upon what you getting what you want.
Yeah, I said we have to work together.
Yeah, you said if I don't buck you or don't be with you and don't sleep with you.
Did you say really?
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
That's what you said in essence, is that if I don't give you what you want, we don't find Gannon. So listen.
That's not what I said.
But hold on. Listen.
Together.
I'm going back in now. I thought you had some emergency.
Listen to me. Number one, okay? Are you gonna listen to me and have faith and confidence in what I'm saying to you?
If you tell me information I need to know on Gannon, like who took Gannon or what happened to Gannon, then we talk about this other 7 parts of your list, okay? But number one is Gannon. Nothing happens for anybody in the rest of my life, period, until I get information about Gannon or find him. I thought you didn't have a car. Sounds like a car to me.
I don't. I told you. Do you think this old thing going to burn some old vehicle because I don't have?
All right, I'm going to stop the call right here and play one more thing before I leave. And what I'm going to play is at the end of the trial, they had the victim impact statements. And I want to play the one that Gannon's mother, Landon, gave during the victim impact statement, testimonies, whatever. Where did I put it? Here we go. Hopefully Court TV or Law and Crime or whoever doesn't strike me down, but I guess I'll take it either way. All right, here we go.
Hello, Your Honor. My name is Landon Bullard, also referred to as Hyatt in this case, but Bullard's B-U-L-L-A-R-D. I miss you, Gannon, and I love you to the moon and back again. I know every day you're with me and your sisters, but that will never be taken away. The ache that I have for you, to hold you, to hug you, to tell you how much I love you, and to see your smile and your innocence. I remember all the pain your dad and I suffered with having children. It was never easy, and we were always fearful through the process. On September the 29th, 2008, our lives were forever changed. Our first biggest blessing came into the world, weighing only 1 pound and 6 ounces. You fought all the odds and developed a personality and a smile that's larger than life. You became my hero that day. You forever changed my heart and my life, and that will never change. That is something that can never be taken away from me. You came into this world fighting. And unfortunately, you left this world fighting. Your Honor, she fought against someone that he loved and trusted. Someone that myself and Albert both trusted and loved. Someone who can never understand what it means to love or trust anyone but herself. For more than 3 agonizing years, I've often wondered what I may say, or if I would even be able to. For 3 years, I have questioned every single possibility and scenario. For 3 years, I have tried to forgive you, but I can't. I want to. But no parent should have to bury their child. No parent should have to see or hear the horrific things you have done to the whole family. She has taken away the most precious gift in this world. Not just my family, not Al's family, but your own family. She destroyed dozens of lives of people who never wanted to believe that she could have done this. She knew how special Gannon was, and she knew what meant to most of me. I, in my heart, can never understand her hatred and insecurities. When it came to me, I did love her. Mother to mother, I trusted her with my children while trying to survive a complicated life with my 3rd child. And she used every opportunity to write a narrative of my life to try to take pieces of my life. When she already took some of it, that still wasn't enough. She searched. I lost my place. I don't know where I'm at now. She searched so hard for love when all along she had it, but she took it for granted. I didn't hold anger against you then. I still kept my heart open to her. You had so much love from Lena and Gannon, from Harley, her own daughter, that you willingly subjected to the chance of serving time for her crimes. Such an indicator of her inability to love anyone herself. You had support, appreciation for me, even when we couldn't see eye to eye, because I valued her for helping me with our children when I physically couldn't. Even when I was fighting for my kids, as you wrote a false smear campaign against me and my children, and also Al. For me, I still appreciated that they were loved by you. So I thought. She had everyone fooled. She projected abuse and addiction claims against all of us, not just me, when all along she was the one harming innocent children. Anything to take the light off. Manipulating us, breaking my kids, and murdering my son. I can't say that she ruined my life, because that would be some form of sick victory for her. Because even through this process, it's been a game to her. The people who listened doesn't know her style or her sly jabs. She's even made at Albert and I. They do not know the significance of certain things she says or does. But we do. Instead of allowing her to take that power of hurting me further, I wanted to tell you this. Let me tell you what Gannon has done. Even to this day, even after you murdered him and she tried to taint any positive image of him, he has caused families and communities to come together. Children and adults have given their life to Christ. He has called unity in times of trial. He is a hero. She even tried to steal that away. A cape? Huh? The one image of Gannon that was created for the world. After it went national, TV begging for the return of my son, my hero. How dare her? How truly sick and cruel is she? You stole so much from this world. Gannon's cousins, aunts, uncles, sisters, new siblings, grandparents, and friends are missing a huge portion of their lives without Gannon. Lena is missing her brother. Your Honor, I've never seen a bond between 2 siblings so close as theirs. She had to take that. Why? I'm afraid we may never know that answer, will we? I show his baby sister, Nova, pictures and videos of Gannon so she will always remember who he is, because she stole him from us. He is not forgotten and never will be. And it's so sad to sit here today and face her, a person even Gannon loved, one that I know while she was attacking and killing him and fought for his life, he defended himself against her, still loving her. A love she never deserved from him for what she has done. While she is too much of a coward to even come forward with the truth, she owes it to Gannon. But the lack of remorse and the lack of respect to Gannon through this child, her lack of compassion shows me that she and we were all wrong. She manipulated all of us and never loved Gannon, Lena, or Harley. I've sat here for over a month having to listen to her sick lies, even as she tried to destroy who I was and Albert as a father. I've had to sit and listen and watch every reenactment of images no one wants left in their mind. You wanted to leave us with that, knowing it would torture us. But you underestimated me. I am Landon, Gannon's mom, and that will never change. Through my hurt, anger, and pain, I will never be the monster that she is. I can never be filled with the hate that her heart holds. I pray that we will never have to look at her face again. I will continue to hold on to my faith. Vengeance is not mine, as I surely wish it could be at times, but it's the Lord's. I have to trust in that. Thank you, Judge Warner, for your compassion, your patience through this trial. I want to thank the juror for their attentiveness and time that they took for justice for my boy, to the detectives, officers, legal team for every single second they've poured out into Gannon's case, and to the community for your countless hours. Tisha, that was her biggest mistake. You underestimated this community and this defensive team, Lorson Ranch. They searched for and fought for Gannon within hours, and they never believed your lies from the moment they started. None of these people ever gave up on him. You never looked. All of these people I will forever hold close to my heart. Always Gannon strong. My G-men forever. Justice has been served today. Your Honor, I pray that you just give her the best sentencing, the longest sentencing that you can. This will not bring my son back, but I can sleep soundly for the first time in 3 years, knowing that you can never harm, this defendant can never harm anyone again, knowing Gannon will always be a true hero in a cape. He will always be my son. That will never be taken away.
Such a powerful, my heart breaks for that woman. She is something else, though. She's very strong. And with that being said, thank you all for coming and watching this with me. I may talk about it some more. I don't know. We'll see. And thank you to the people that sent me a Cash App. I just saw that. I appreciate it so much. And I guess that's all for today. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a great rest of your week and all that good stuff. And I'm out of here. Bye. A disclaimer that I don't have all that much time today. Got a little bit of time today.
This beat is going to drop in 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's fair game, right? Bye, everybody.